Welcome everyone to Portland, Oregon. It's a rare sunny spring morning here. Our lovely waterfront park is filling up with the happy citizens of this fine city. But what is this? A homeless young man, Aaron, is sleeping fitfully on a park bench. Nearby is Jordan, another homeless young man, sitting on the ground holding his arms up in a defensive manner. Agan, a local police officer, has a gun pointed at his head. Wait, is this police officer threatening to shoot this teenager? He's not going to shoot, is he? Is he?
No, Jordan, where are you?
Aaron, are you okay?
Wow, I must have drifted off and had that nightmare again. Come here, I need to make sure there aren't any holes in your head.
There are no holes in my head, but I do have a cup of coffee for you.
Oh, thanks for the coffee.
It's a beautiful morning, isn't it? On mornings like these, I'm just so thankful to be alive.
Well, I'm thankful for you. By the way, have I told you today that I love you?
No, but I like hearing that. Okay, let's go find the girls.
You like hearing that? That's it? Sure. Okay, let's go find the girls. Let's go to the chapel and get free donuts. Wait, you have coffee. You've already been to the chapel. Where is my donut, Jordan? Jordan!
Suddenly, the park is alive with people doing things, throwing footballs, pushing babies in strollers, walking hand in hand with someone they love. A man named Isaiah walks around the crowd, stopping them to show them a photo. No one seems to have seen this missing person. A man named Jesse shows up. He is a local sex trafficker and a porn movie maker, and he is with his boss, Agan, the same man who was the police officer in Aaron's dream. They're watching the crowd when Sarah, a homeless young woman, approaches and gives Jesse a wad of cash. He takes it and then tries to kiss her. She pushes him away. As she walks away, she shoots him the bird. It is truly a beautiful day in this park by the river, and the happy citizens of Portland begin to sing a song of the great city that they love.
There is no other city we'd like to live.
There is no other city as good as this.
Green spaces and roses abundantly flow.
Streetcars and bike paths are beneficial to all.
It's all here in the city.
It's all here in the city of Portland. Here in the city we love.
Take a romantic walk down by the river.
And if there's need, you'll find there's even a new.
Organic vendors in food carts are close by.
You'll never get bored, there's so much to do.
It's all here in the city.
It's all here in the city of Portland. Here in the city we love.
When we do something, the country will follow.
Composting, recycling, at this we excel.
Chickens can roam and we have those torn on grass.
No city is righter, no lefter than we. It's all here in the city. It's all here in the city of Portland, the city we love.
Now let me catch you up on what has happened while the happy people of Portland were singing. If you remember, I told you that Jesse tried to kiss Sarah and she rejected him. Well, he tried again. This time, Jordan rushed up and pushed him away. To see Jordan, whose months of being homeless has left him undernourished, step up and confront the well-maintained Jesse, one has to wonder if this wasn't going to be a mismatch which led to Jordan being hurt. But Jesse's moment of bravado quickly faded, and as he backed away, he took out a flask from his pocket and drank from it. See, Jesse likes a good bourbon all day long. Star, a high school senior, came into the park with her father, carrying a bouquet of flowers to place on her mother's grave, something she and her dad have done once a month for as long as she can remember. Meanwhile, her dad, glued to his cell phone, scrolling and typing furiously away, was several steps ahead of her. And Jesse, ever keen on expanding his business, has been watching Star very carefully, making sure he has her attention, but wisely avoiding her father's. Jordan, Aaron, Sarah, and their friend Brianna have also taken notice of Jesse's focusing in on Star. They stand together, watching her as she catches up to her father. But Jordan steps in front of Brianna, offering her a safe location to watch the events unfold in front of them.
Hey, Dad, I can't keep up with you.
Oh, sorry. I was reading the news.
Maybe you should try walking without that cell phone for once.
Let's sit here on this bench and chat for a bit.
Dad, you know I'm 18 now.
And?
Well, all my friends are going to prom, and I was asked for someone to go, and I was just wondering
No,
if...
you're not going to prom. According to an article I read recently, proms these days aren't about dancing. They're about losing your virginity. So no, there will be no prom for you. Besides, you're homeschooled. Who asked you to a prom?
That boy next door.
No way. He's a loser.
God, Dad, just not everyone gets to be a C student. Just because he smokes pot doesn't mean he can't take me to the prom.
He smokes pot? Oh, no. No.
Okay, well, maybe he's not the greatest guy, but I'm legally old enough to get married, and it's important that I practice being in relationships.
Practice being in relationships? Dating, getting married, these aren't games. You practice piano, you practice basketball. You can't practice relationships.
Then how am I supposed to know who's Mr. Right?
You don't. It's a crapshoot.
Isn't shooting craps a game?
Yes, it is, with high stakes.
So confusing. Okay, I think I got this. I meet a man, you flip a quarter, heads, I'll never marry, tails, I marry the first man who asks.
Huh? I'm sorry, what did you just say?
Heads, I remain single all my life. Tails, you throw your phone away.
Just 1 second. There. Got that email answered. Now, let me refocus on you. Here's the deal. You remember what I used to sing to you at bedtime?
Of course. You sang it to me for years. Oh, my lovely little star.
Oh, my pretty shiny star, don't be afraid, Daddy's here. Close your eyes and go to sleep. I promised your mom I would always take care of you. I didn't want you to be afraid of life, but I also promised to always protect you the best I could, because I love you very much.
I love you too, Daddy. I hope I find a love like you and Mom had.
Me too. It was very special.
So, can I go to prom then?
What part of no did you not understand the first time? Look, we have to get going. I've got a document due in the morning.
Star looks behind her and sees Jesse motioning for her to push her dad along.
You know, Dad, if time is short, maybe I can go to the bookstore while you wait at the cemetery. My tutor wants me to get a book, so.
Just now you remember this? What kind of book?
A romance novel?
A romance novel? Why in the world do you need a romance novel for school?
Oh, sorry, I meant a history book. Roman history.
Well, this is odd. You're not lying to me, are you?
No, but I could use some money to buy the book.
I'm trusting you on this one. After all, you said it yourself. You're old enough to get married. You should be old enough to go to the bookstore alone. Next thing I know, you'll be wanting to get your driver's license.
Thanks, Dad. Don't worry. I'll see you there in a little bit.
Jesse has found its moment. He sits next to Star. Jordan inches towards the bench with Aaron, Sarah, and Brianna close behind him. But Brianna is trying not to be seen by Jesse and stays close to Jordan, remaining behind his back. In the meantime, Jesse and Star are conversing, but not aloud. They're smiling, laughing, and flirting with each other. Jesse hands Star a business card.
Bastard is at it again.
What, he's selling meth without a permit?
You need a permit to sell meth?
No, Brianna. It's against the law to sell meth.
Well, he seems to get away with selling, well,
What's the matter, Bree? You can't say the word sex?
of course I can say it. It just creeps me out when Jesse's around. Sarah, you still work for him. Tell him to leave this girl alone.
No, hell no. I like my face the way it looks now.
Jordan makes his move. He starts to walk towards the bench. The others follow. Jesse sees them approaching and stands up. He goes to shake Star's hand and grab the $20 bill out of her other hand without her noticing. Jordan glares at him as he clears his throat. Jesse pretends to drop the bill, then hands it to Star. His eyes are locked on Jordan's.
I believe this is yours.
Thank you. I didn't realize I dropped it.
Well, it's been a pleasure to meet you. Don't forget to call. I'll be waiting. What was your name again?
Star. And I won't forget, I have your business card. Jesse's well-packed house for all your night movies.
That's right. I've got to go. Call me.
As Star gets up to leave, she turns and smacks right into Jordan, who by this time is standing next to the bench.
Oh, sorry.
Star, is it?
Yes, that's me.
How long have you known Jesse?
I just met him.
Do you always talk to strangers? Jesse is bad news. Stay away from him. Bad. Do you understand? Bad.
No, I mean, yes. Nice to meet you. Bye.
Jesse's well-packed. What?
Jealous, are you?
Aaron.
Don't worry, Jordan. We'll keep it a secret.
I'm just joking.
Okay. Enough about Jesse, and on to the more pleasant things of life. I want to enjoy this glorious sunshine.
Okay, then. You know what time it is, right, boys and girls? It is the afternoon, and not just any afternoon, but Sunday afternoon. And that means it is time for Jordan's weekly sermon on the virtues of mankind and how being homeless makes us stronger.
No, not that.
But first, a confession.
And what horrible sin could you have possibly done?
Aaron Donut.
Oh, I knew it, you bastard.
Oh, will you forgive me, Aaron?
Of course, but next time, show some restraint, huh? Besides, I also have a confession.
Wow, this is beginning to sound like church. Maybe I should leave.
No, wait, you'll like this story.
Like the time you helped Brianna get into the dumpster because you thought you heard a cat, and then you forgot she was in there? It took her half an hour to climb out of there.
She forgave me for that a long time ago, so don't be bringing up old sins now. Besides, there was no cat. That was a lie.
What? No cat? Aaron, well, come on. Tell us the story.
Yes, please. On with your story.
Last night, I caught the light rail to the airport, and as I'm walking by the coffee stand, they were getting ready to close, and lo and behold, there it was, sitting on the counter all by itself like a heavenly vision bathed in milky white light, a quart of half and half. And I didn't even think about it. I was so hungry. I grabbed the carton and drank it as I rocked right back out the door and back onto the train.
And you didn't pay for it?
No, I don't have any money. You know that. Oh, you're angry at me now, are you?
That you don't have any money? Of course not. Stealing shouldn't do it, but you were hungry. No, I can't judge. But I have to ask. How in the world did you drink that much half and half and not get sick?
Wait, who said I didn't get sick? That's the best part of the story. I'm back on the train and there's this little yapper doggy barking at me. I tell his owner, nice dog. His response to my politeness, oh, he always barks at things that smell bad. So I threw up on him.
Oh my gosh, that's awful.
I would have loved to see that man's face.
I'm speechless.
A blessing.
What are you saying, that I talk too much?
Oh, I would never say such a thing.
Oh, sure you wouldn't. So, Jordan, what is your sermon about this morning?
It's a beautiful day!
You're preaching on the weather.
Careful, he might blow sunshine right up your...
And where is it a beautiful day, Aaron?
Oh, it's up hers.
In this city, Aaron. Here in this city.
Here in this city, here in this city, the city they love. By the river we gather to play. Here in this city, others are praying we go away. Here is where we stay. People pretend there's no sadness here. That's not hard to believe when the skies are clear. We are so happy. Today we bask in the sunshine. Here in this city, see all the people on blankets drinking fine wine. We like to drink wine. The wine do its part upon this land. May smiles greet us when they put money in our hand. Here in the city they love. Love is here in rain or shine. Love is often in people's minds. Look at all the babies. Let love show us the way. By the river, I hope love finds a home. If you don't love us, then leave us alone. Here in this city, here in this city, here in this city, here in the city they love.
Well, since we are confessing things, perhaps Aaron should tell Jordan what happened yesterday morning.
What happened?
I found him standing in the fountain.
What were you doing in the fountain?
Running an experiment. I was testing which soap would make more bubbles, liquid hand soap or shampoo.
So you were the one who did that yesterday?
Damn it, something else to confess.
Still doesn't explain how you got in the water.
I don't know how. Go ask Jesse and Agan. They were there. Maybe they know.
Jesse and Agan were there?
I found him on his knees, struggling to stand. He was soaking wet.
Aaron, did you fall on your own or did Jesse push you in?
I don't remember. I think I fell in.
So much for the beautiful day.
Well, it was still a beautiful day, Bree. I'm not going to let a fall in the fountain get me down.
You and your puns. But I don't like hearing that Jesse was here.
Or Agan. It's hard for me to hate anyone, but I don't like him at all. Aaron, I really need to talk to you privately. Do you girls mind?
No, not a problem. Come on, Brianna. We'll leave these two alone. Let's go window shopping.
Sounds a lot more fun than talking about Jesse. See you guys later.
Wait. We'll join you.
Oh, Aaron, I have to.
Yeah?
You know I worry about you.
I know. Yeah, I know. I love you too.
Okay. Let's catch up with the girls.
Hey, wait a minute. Come back. I thought you wanted to say something to me, like how the celibacy thing of yours sucks.
I'm really sorry. It's just, I feel and have felt for a long time that there is something special I'm supposed to do with my life.
Yeah, love me.
Oh, Aaron, I don't want to hurt you in all this. It's my head that is trying so hard to consider possibilities in the world that require discipline and sacrifice.
I still want to go to a seminary.
I don't think that's right for me either. I just don't want to confuse things inside my heart and soul.
Sounds like commitment issues to me.
Commitment issues? I don't know about that, but I did want to tell you something.
It's hard to say this without sounding trite, but I love you more today than yesterday. Though to the world it doesn't seem right, I know that the love we have is meant to be so. I have to ask you, will you stay with me?
Will I stay with you? Can you make the stars shine brighter?
No.
Can you stand by me when I'm afraid in the dark?
I'll always be there
on rainy days. What about those barriers for people like us? Walls that will keep us apart.
So I have to ask you, will you stay with
I will stay with you all the days of my life. I will stay. My love for you is always, always here in my heart.
Scene 2. We again find ourselves in the same park, but a few weeks have passed. Jordan, Aaron, Sarah, and Brianna are huddled together watching Star and her dad, who are also in the park again this day. As Star and her dad begin to argue with each other, the four young homeless adults slowly move closer. There are also several other homeless people in the park this afternoon. Some of them are looking in the trash can, some are asleep on the ground. A young homeless man named Sam is curled up on the bench. As Star, who is holding another bouquet of flowers, and her dad approach the bench, Her dad stares at Sam until Sam, with a great air of sadness, gets up and moves away from them. As Sam starts to leave the area, Agar, the choir director for the homeless choir sponsored by a downtown chapel, is passing out invites to every homeless person she finds, and she has found Sam.
Hello, my name is Agar. I'm the choir director for the chapel down the street. I'm starting a new choir, and there will be free food at every practice, and I'd love to have you join us.
Dad, I need to tell you something. I've met this guy, and, well, I'm moving in with him.
What? Wait, stop. You've met a guy? When? I told you not to go to the prom, and now you're telling me you're moving in with our neighbor?
Neighbor, ew. First off, you were right. He's a loser. Plus, he keeps picking at his skin. It's gross. Anyways, I think you would have noticed if I had gone to prom. Fancy dress. But my boyfriend, well, I've been dating him for a few weeks now. And
A few weeks? And that means you know him well enough to move in with him? How the hell did you sneak this past me anyway? Next thing I know, you'll be telling me you've slept with him. Oh no, you slept with him? What in the world were you thinking? Well, I'm fixing this. You're just never seeing him again.
What? He said you would fight me on this. I'm 18. You can't tell me what to do.
I most certainly can, young lady.
No, Dad, you can't. You can pretend you have this fatherly control over me when the reality is, even when you are home, you aren't even present in my life.
That's not true. I work from home. I'm always there.
But you never take time for me to do things together, like family things.
We aren't that much of a family without your mom here.
Yes, we are. You and I, dad and daughter, that makes us a family.
I know we're family, Star, but I don't know how to explain to you how messed up inside I've been since she died.
Oh my God, she's been gone for what, 18 years? Let's face it, Dad. The day Mom died, you kind of died too.
You have no idea what I went through after she died. You were just a baby. But I think if she were here today, she'd agree with me about you moving in with some man you barely know.
But it's what I want.
It isn't about what you want, Star. It's about what's best for you. My dream for you. Your mother would not approve of you doing this.
Really? Mom would not approve? You actually just said that to me? Reality check, Dad. Mom's dead. Sometimes I think you would be happier if I had died instead of her.
I can't believe you just said such an awful thing. For crying out loud, Star, this doesn't sound like you. What the hell? No, it's that boy you're dating. You are definitely not moving in with him. And you aren't seeing him again. End of discussion. Oh, dang it. I really need to answer this call from my boss. Hey, Frank. Yeah, I'll get that document to you by tomorrow's meeting. Listen, I had a question about,
How can you just walk away from me when we were talking? If I did that to you, I'd be grounded. How can you just ignore the fact I'm still standing here? If I did that to you, I'd be sent to my room. And how come you can't understand this? Not trusting me is breaking my heart. It's not fair. It's not fair. I'd like to have a normal family. The type that sits around the table and laughs so hard they about choke on their food. And when it is time for bed, they share a kiss and a big hug and say, love you, good night. I'd like to have a normal family, the type that sits around the
used to have all that.
I don't think I ever even had it that good.
Do I know you two?
No, not really. We've been watching you.
You've been watching me. That's creepy.
We hang around here a lot. We've noticed you. Can't explain it any clearer than that.
Okay, but still creepy. Sorry you had to hear all that. I was venting. I'm just so angry at my dad.
At least you have a dad who loves you.
Loves me? Funny way to show it. He's always on his phone. He makes me go to church even though it's boring. I'm not allowed to date, can't stay out past 9 on weekends. He controls if my clothes are appropriate or not. He controls everything. Well, okay, at least he doesn't control what I eat.
You don't know how good you have it.
Yeah, you have food.
What do you mean I have food? He doesn't have food.
Not everyone is as lucky as you. But that doesn't mean you should date Jesse.
How do you know my boyfriend is named Jesse?
I told you, we see you now and then. Besides, we know Jesse.
Yes, we do, and he's bad news. You can't go out with him again.
Why is everyone telling me what to do? I'm sick of it. I want to live my own life.
She's right, Sarah. She should live her own life. I'm sorry. We shouldn't interfere.
Yes, we should. We both know Jesse really, really well. Listen, miss, I want to live my own life. If you date Jesse, if you want to, go ahead. But a life with Jesse is anything but living on your own. He's bad news. Dump him.
But I love him.
Betty doesn't love you back.
He does. He tells me all the time.
Come on, Sarah, we're wasting our time.
No, we have to try.
You're in love with love, the process of being courted, a smile here, a gift given there, a box of chocolates, assorted. But behind the sugar and spice, things are way more nice than they are nice. And we just can't stand here and let this happen. I don't blame you at all. He's a sweet-looking man, but he knows what he wants, and he takes what he can, what he can. And if he can't have it, he'll leave you black and blue. He'll leave you black and blue. And we just can't stand here and let this happen.
I hear what you're saying, and I'll give it some thought. Love is what he gives me, and love is what I sought. I love him. I will make up my own mind, so thank you, and have a nice day. Now go away. Why can't I have it? Let this happen.
Scene 3. Portland is a beautiful city, even though it rains frequently. There are white lights on the trees that turn the evening's rain into a myriad of twinkling lights, amplified by the reflection in the puddles left on the street. It is here, in this romantic setting, that we find Jesse and Star, out for a walk in the rain. Jesse has his arm around Star's waist and the other holding an umbrella over her head. As he notices that the rain has ended, he stops and lowers the umbrella. He looks off into the distance, lost in a thought that brings a smile to his face. It is as if for a brief moment he is not evil, but a man like any other man, with a girl in his arm, thinking maybe life can be good.
Jesse,
Yeah?
I'm so sorry, but I'm not ready to move in with you.
Been talking to your father again, huh? I warned you about that. He's just holding on to a selfish dream where you never grow up and he gets to control you for the rest of your life. You can't let him stop you from going after your dream.
I don't even know what my dream is anymore.
Sure you do. It's being happy. His dream for you is to make him happy. If you want to be happy, Star, you need to make me happy. You have to go after what you want, our dreams, not his dream for you.
Well, maybe you're right. When I told him I was moving in with you, it did not go well. I've never seen him so angry. Now everything seems so sad between us. Even the rain is pouring sadness.
Don't worry. He'll get over it soon. As long as we're together, no one will get in our way, babe. No one. Especially not this rain.
Another day without sun. Rain is falling, always falling. Should make me sad, should make me sad. But at the end of the day, there's always you, always you, always you. From the day we met till the day we rest, always you, always you. Love in the rain means I'll always be loved by you.
Another place would be cold without sun, without the sun. Yet in this rain, here in this rain, I find you here to hold me and keep me warm. Always you, always you. From the day we met till the day we rest. Always you, always you. Love in the rain means I'll always be loved by you. And when the storms pour hard times upon our hearts, you'll pull me close and send sadness far. Love in the rain is just a chance to say you love me. Always you, always you. From the day we met till the day we rest. Always you, always you. Love in the rain means I'll always be loved by you.
Scene 4. It is now early evening, midsummer. In the same park, we see Agar, the homeless choir's choir director. She has had some success. She leads a small group of singers. As the choir is taking their places, Jesse and Star walk into the park. Jesse is holding Star's hand as he is pulling her across the park. She makes him stop as they turn to see her dad coming up briskly behind them.
Love? You say you love him?
All right, ready? Here's your note.
You barely know him. You want me to respect you as a grown-up, but this is childish.
Amazing grace, how sweet the sound that saved a wretch.
Damn it, you are not moving in with that man.
I am too. You can't stop me. I love him. Can't you get that?
This isn't love. Love is about... Well, if love was about happiness, the divorce rate would be higher. Before you go off and move in with some man, you need more experience. Oh, God, that's not what I mean.
She can do what she wants with whom she wants to do it. She's not a little girl anymore.
I get that, but she's not a woman either. Why am I even talking to you?
Well, when she couldn't compete with your cell phone, she found my undivided attention. If you love someone, you have to make them feel loved. Maybe that's outside your skill set.
Oh, and preying on my daughter, young girls, is inside yours?
Can't prey on a willing woman.
Jessie makes an obscene humping gesture towards Star. Her dad rushes forward and pushes Jessie violently away. Jessie stands there and laughs. He is enjoying this tug of war.
Young lady, you're coming home with me. Now.
It's either me or him. Make your choice, girl.
Choose? I have to choose what? Between you and my dad? You can't make me choose.
You're right, little girl. I can't make you do anything. Just go on home with your daddy. I guess you don't really love me after all.
I do love you. How could you say such a thing?
Jessie knows he's winning. When he turns to leave, he knows Star will follow. And she does. He stops and gives her dad a victory smile.
Please don't leave me. I really do love you. I have to be with you.
Jessie walks away. Star stands still for a second. She is bewildered. She turns around and faces her father. Her dad reaches out to her with both arms extended. She hesitates. Then she turns her back to him and runs away. Her dad starts to follow, but he too is bewildered and feeling lost.
Where are you going? Where will you sleep tonight? How will I know that you'll be okay? Must you leave with him? How did we get to this point? Yesterday you were a tiny star, a twinkling light of love and hope that fit into my hands, that fit into my hands, my hands. Before she was a thought, she was part of the love I had with her mother. When she was born, the sky was filled with light, as if the heavens opened up and placed her in my hands, and placed her into my hands. And then her mother died. Oh, my lovely little star. Oh, my pretty shiny star. Don't be afraid, Daddy's here. Close your eyes and go to sleep.
Scene 5. It is now the end of the summer. We see Aaron is bent over the trash can. He is throwing stuff out on the ground as he searches for something. Jesse is sitting on the bench. He has his flask in his hand and is sipping from it frequently. Aaron stands upright. He has found a bent can of soda. He peers down into it and then drinks the rest and drops the can to the ground. He pulls out more trash, but then stops when he finds a scarf with a sparkly duck on it. He admires it for a moment, then drapes it around his neck. He looks up and sees Agan, now in his police uniform, approaching. He sits and hides behind the trash can, but pays close attention to the conversation that Agan and Jesse have.
Jesse! Just the man I needed to see.
Hey, Agan, what's up?
Not much. Well, since you're here, there's something I want to talk to you about.
Yeah, like what?
Your girlfriend.
Girlfriend?
Now, you and I, we've been business partners for a couple of years now.
So?
Well, you've never let one of your employees live with you in the past. So what's up with her? Well, maybe you've forgotten that all the girls in your life belong to me.
I know what our deal is. I also don't remember having a written contract that says I can't keep one.
Keep one! Keep one. Now that is the funniest thing I've heard in a long time. What? Did you fall in love?
Hell no. She's just convenient.
Convenient, huh? Well, I'll tell you what's convenient. There's a big convention in town, and a party is scheduled for tomorrow night. We're providing the entertainment. Written contract or not, you know what happens if you cross me. I expect to meet you right here tomorrow evening with her.
I'll find someone else.
No, I want...
No, not her. No way.
And just what are you gonna do with a baby? Make it a family business?
Go away, Egan. I'm done with you. I can take her to the clinic myself. I don't need your money.
Too late. You love my money. Face the facts. You can't leave me, nor the business, because you like it way too much. Just try and leave me. And you will not only lose the only job you've ever been qualified for, which is sad, but also all those movie residuals. And let's not forget about how much you like to watch them get made. You know, I bet my lieutenant would love to receive an anonymous tip about your private studio.
Just what do you want, Aegon?
You know what I want. Have her here by 6 tomorrow night. Dressed up, you know, sexy. And when she comes back to you, I promise she won't have that issue anymore, and you don't have to worry about my policy enforcing friends. Now, deal? Well, what's it gonna be?
Yeah, okay.
That's right. I'll see you and her here tomorrow night.
Yeah, tomorrow night.
What the hell has she done to me? Did I not rescue her from her sad life? No one has been this close. There's never been one who is worthy. That's it. She's not worthy of my time, nor what right does she have to my heart. Unworthy. It's not my fault she left home. She made that decision on her own. That's right, she chose to be with me all the days of my life, to be family. Families have babies. Babies. so loved that how could I let her get to my heart? Now the walls are crumbling down, and the pain that was hidden there is pouring out. What was I thinking? I wasn't thinking. I let her in.
Excuse me, sir. Do you recognize or have you seen this young man?
No, I'm sorry, I haven't. Is he lost?
I originally thought he was, but I come to realize the person that was lost was me.
I can relate to that. Excuse me for asking, but did your son run away?
No, I kicked him out.
Wow. I'm sorry, I don't mean to intrude. It's just that my daughter ran away with a man who I swear is no good, and I just let her go.
Don't be too hard on yourself. Just because we become parents doesn't mean we become saints, too. We are quite capable of making mistakes, judging our children too harshly or holding them up to some standards that we can't keep ourselves.
But I only wanted what's best for her.
Same here, for my son. But when he expected me to just accept his lifestyle as normal, when everything I heard at church said it was not normal, sinful even, it made me angry, really angry. I thought I was being a righteous father. I realize now, through the grace of God, there was a much more compassionate way to have handled the situation.
Again, I can relate to that. But what can I do? I don't even know where she's gone. This man, he hides her from me.
Is she over 18?
She turned 18 a couple of months ago.
I'm sorry. There's little you can do once she reaches the legal age.
And your son, is he under 18?
No, but he was when I last saw him. I'm a police detective in Southern Oregon, and about a year ago, I did a joint investigation with one of the local officers here in this very park. When I finally had enough with my son, I set it up for him to meet this officer. I had no idea that he was trafficking minors. There's a warrant out for his arrest, and it hit me hard. If I discovered that my son had suffered under him for any reason, I just have to find my son.
I hope you find him.
And I hope you would connect with your daughter. Here, take my business card. If I can help at all, please don't hesitate to call.
Thank you. I really appreciate that.
Dear God, help me find my child, and let no harm come to him. Help me to be the parent I needed to be when I abandoned him. Dear God, help me find my child, and let no harm come to her. Help me to be the parent I needed to be when I just let her go. Dear God, help me find my child and let no harm come to them. Give me another chance to tell them how much I love them and hold them in my arms, bringing them home
Scene 6. In the late summer, Portland gets hot, really hot. But in the park tonight, it's steamy hot. It's dusk. Jesse is sitting on the bench, scrolling through his cell phone. Star is in a cocktail dress. Her hair is in an updo. She struggles to stand in the high heels she is wearing.
Why are we here in the park? I thought we got all dressed up to go someplace special.
A friend of mine is coming by. I want you to meet him. He'll take you to some space special. Guaranteed. Relax, will you? You're annoying me.
A friend of yours? I've never met any friends of yours. Are we going to the party with him? Is that why you bought me this dress?
It's not your typical party, sweetheart.
Well, what kind of party is it? I've actually never been to a party before. Is this the right type of dress for the party, or should I be wearing jeans? Oh, is this a surprise baby shower? I've been looking at baby furniture and...
Shut up! God, quit talking about that baby. How in the world you didn't prevent that from happening is beyond me. I knew you were naive, but I didn't expect you to be so stupid.
I'm not stupid. Why do you say such hurtful things?
Because I can.
Hey, Jesse! Sorry I'm late. I had to deal with an overdose.
An overdose? Another one? Just what do you feed those girls? Never mind. Here. I even had her dress up for you.
Ooh, she looks good. How much you say you need?
A couple thousand, and soon. She's already looking fat.
Well, you're in luck. This party I'm taking her to, these guys, real big tippers.
Jordan and Aaron are sneaking their way closer to Star, Jesse, and Agan. Jordan finds a couple of boards in the trash can. He hands one to Aaron. They continue to quietly sneak up behind Jesse and Agan. In the meantime, Star realizes she's in for the fight of her life.
You're scaring me, Jesse. I am not going to any party with this man. And what is this procedure you're talking about? Don't you want the baby?
Listen, we had a nice thing going until you had to go and get knocked up. You've ruined everything. I understand now why your dad has never looked for you. You aren't worth the effort.
Jesse pushes her towards Agan, but he can't make eye contact with her. Agan reaches out to grab her when Jordan and Aaron pop up from behind and hit both men with the boards. Stunned, they fall to the ground. Aaron drops his board while Jordan continues to hold his with one hand and extend the other hand to Star.
Come with us. You need to run.
It's okay. You can trust him. He's board certified.
Act 2, Scene 1. When we last saw our friends, it was a hot summer's night. Now it is December. The trees downtown, which are always lit in white light, now display multicolored lights, commonly found during the holiday season. Sam sits on the bench, but notice that, like so many of the homeless, he is wearing the same clothes he wore in August. His only protection against the bitter cold is a hoodie. He is curled up as much as he can on the bench, shivering. From afar, the sound of sleigh bells and singing is heard. Sally and Josh, a married couple, come into the park. Sally is holding an extra large box wrapped with a huge bow. She is so happy.
Isn't this great? The stores all have sales. Just look at this present. It's a gift card for nails. With a $50 purchase, the wrapping was free. I even splurged and got something for
the budget I gave you. Why re-gift when you can buy new? Let's see, at 100 per person, 12 names, that's a dozen. At this rate, I'll outgift my cousin. We're in the spirit to send all good cheer for a merry holiday and a happy new year.
Look, there's the hotel where the office party will be. A fireplace and martinis will make it quite cozy. So I hope you don't mind that I reserved us a suite. I'll serve you shaken up and deliver you neat.
There will be no pre-party party till I show off this dress. The designer's well known, it's sure to impress. Eye appeals to match and a purse made out of pearls. Mess up my entrance, honey, forget seeing these girls. We're in the spirit to send all good cheer for a merry holiday and a happy new year. I can't believe what your mother did last night. She lit the menorah 'cause she needed light. I told her we have plenty of lamps. She said we also have plenty of tramps.
Didn't I tell you when we first met? While I may have made my parents forget it, my father's an atheist, my mother's agnostic. Can't you two get along? You both make me exhausted.
We're in the spirit to send all good cheer for a merry holiday and a happy new year. We're in the spirit to send all good cheer for a merry holiday and a happy new year. We're in the spirit. Happy New Year. Happy New Year.
Scene 2. Almost every city in the country has an old church, or perhaps an old rundown chapel, that dedicates itself to serving the homeless. Portland is no different. Several organizations work hard every day to bring food, shelter, and other assistance to those who find themselves living on the streets. This little chapel has seen better days. A simple table adorned with a white tablecloth, a crucifix, and 2 candles suffice for an altar. Next to it is a stand with 4 lit purple candles and a single white candle in the middle that is not lit. Its presence in a church tells us it is Advent, a time of preparation. Christmas is close. The chapel has only one stained glass window. It is dingy and difficult to see the figures of Christ and sheep portrayed in it. In a few places, pieces of glass are broken, allowing light to filter in. A single bench that looks exactly like a park bench and some folding chairs suffice for pews. Star is here. She is standing next to one of the lit Christmas trees, her hand lightly touching the branches when Brianna and Sarah enter.
So, how's our favorite pregnant lady doing?
I'm okay. I was just enjoying the lights on the tree.
Yeah, the lights are so pretty. I really enjoy this time of year.
Not me. It's either cold or it's raining or both. And everyone's wishing everyone else a Merry Christmas or a Happy Holiday. And all I want to say is, bite me.
Don't have any Christmas spirit this year, huh, Sarah?
I don't think I've ever had any. What's the point? Just because someone says Merry Christmas doesn't mean your life suddenly becomes merry. What's merry anyway? A bunch of guys in tights singing beer drinking songs?
I want a damsel in distress.
Why? So Prince Charming can rescue you?
Knowing my luck, I've seen the fairy tale where I have to kiss the frog before I got the prince. Then I'd catch some kind of swamp fever and die. Make-believe, I can't get rescued.
There is no way I'd kiss a frog.
That's what I thought when Sarah asked me to kiss her.
Don't be mean. It's not my fault you're straight. You're missing out, though. Just one kiss and I turn into a handsome prince. I mean, princess. Oh, it doesn't matter as long as I'm rich, right?
Money alone can't bring happiness.
But it does buy a lovely evening with me at a hotel of your choice.
I thought you were giving all of that up, Sarah. Yeah, Star, money can't buy you happiness, but Sarah can for the right price.
That's right, Bree. You've bought yourself a few friends over the years. I believe they were all named John.
That's in my past. Our lives may not be fairy tales, but at least we don't walk funny.
Quack, quack.
Do I really look like that when I walk? What is quack supposed to mean?
You're waddling like a duck.
Yeah, you can marry a duck and you will live forever in webbed bliss.
That'll be one ducked up wedding. Oh God, you're beginning to affect me. Well, you did tell me I cuss too much.
I've always dreamed of a big wedding.
Where you'll serve quackers and tea?
Roast duck.
I don't like duck. And as far as getting married, that's not happening anytime soon. You know, Jesse was the first guy to pay attention to me, and you can see how that's turned out. You know, I used to get so mad at my dad for not letting
You're not ugly.
When I was a little child, I always thought I was the ugly one. Oh, how I would cry myself to sleep, but I never gave up on the fairy tale. And when the world least expected, the ugly duckling would earn her wings. Sometimes beautiful swan has earned her wings. As time goes by and I start to drown, I remember I'm a swan, I can swim, hurtful words can't hold me down. I'll shake the hay from my wings and I'll fly. I'll fly. I will spread my wings and fly where words can't hurt me and keep me down. Oh, I'm a swan, I can swim, hurtful words can't hold me down. I'll shake the hay from my wings and I'll fly. I will spread my wings and fly where words can't hurt me and bring me down. Can't bring me down. I can fly. I'll fly.
Whoa. I think the baby's going to be a dancer when she grows up. She's doing high kicks.
I remember when I was pregnant, I'd get kicked so hard I would pee my pants.
Sarah, you have a baby?
I'm not sure I want to discuss this.
It's okay. Remember, nothing can hold us down or hold us back.
It's okay. Sarah, you don't have to talk about this.
Brianna, tell us your story first, and then maybe I'll tell you mine.
I'm surprised you guys have never talked about these things.
Star, right now you're in survival mode. One day you'll have the luxury of having survived, and the memory of your struggle may not be something you readily want to share.
Yeah, some things are just... Both of my parents are alcoholics. My dad beat my mom, and then mom would beat me. One night she threw a brick at the back of my head. I ran to my neighbor's house, who called the police. They came, took a report, and arrested my mom. I can still hear my mom screaming over and over again, "You stupid bitch, I wish I never had you!" Guess who the cop was that night? Agan. He took me to a clinic run by one of the shelters. It took 10 stitches to fix the back of my head. How convenient they had no room for me at the shelter that night, so they took me to a foster home run by a single man. I wonder how much he paid Agan for that privilege. This man, he showed me the bedroom.
It's okay, Bree. You don't have to go on.
And then he tore off my shirt, and I ran out the door. It's cold, and I have no shirt and no coat. I just ran. And then I was near this run-down building, and this man walks up to me and gives me his coat. He tells me he'll put me up in a hotel, and I'll be safe there. There was something so nice about him that night. So trustworthy. And true to his word, he put me in a nice hotel. Later, he brought me clothes and food. I stayed there for a week, and every so often he'd check in on me.
Sounds like Jesse.
Was Jesse. This week goes by, and Jesse is at the door. He's telling me I need to come up with some awful amount of money to pay for the hotel, or the hotel was going to call the cops on me. Where am I going to get any money? Of course, he tells me how I can work for him and stay out of trouble. Oh, God, the smell of those men. I wake up late at night, I smell them. In the tent, I smell them. In the warehouse, I smell them.
Oh, Bree, I'm so sorry. It's all okay now?
I'm sorry too. How awful for you to have gone through all that. I know in my head everything was wrong from the moment I met Jesse. But my heart still doesn't want to accept it. Everything seemed okay between us until I became pregnant. He kept telling me he loved me. And I believed him.
Even serial killers often love their own family. But with Jesse, I don't think he's capable of truly loving anyone.
So if you know all this about Jesse, why do you continue to look for him?
Fair question. It was during my first year of college. I was supposed to be renting with some friends. That deal fell through. And how convenient Jesse knew this. Turns out Agan was moonlighting as a campus cop. Well, one day, he and Agan pay me a visit. Jesse offers me a job. Agan tells me he'll arrest me for stealing water from a food cart if I don't accept the offer. I figured out pretty quickly what the job was they wanted me to do. Made a couple movies for them too. And they actually paid me for them. Occasionally, Jesse would bring me something nice, like clothes or wine, and in return, I'd let him have his way with me. I was lonely. Then I got pregnant and decided to go home. Well, my mother wanted nothing to do with her sinner daughter. Apparently, some do-gooder, porn-watching churchgoer saw one of the movies I made and told her about it. I did manage to stay there until the baby was born. Then, the moment she was born, she was taken from me. Mom got a restraining order against me for being a probable danger to my daughter. That's been the hardest day of my life so far. Walking out of that hospital without her in my arms. I came back here. I got my job back from Jesse. Most of the money I make is sent to my mom to take care of my baby girl, and the rest either goes to Jesse or to the university. I'm bound and determined to get my degree, put all this homeless stuff behind me, and just get my daughter back.
Oh my God. I had no idea. I can't imagine not being able to raise this baby of mine. I just can't. And then you're in school too and working, granted for Jesse, but that's a lot.
As I said earlier, your past isn't always something you want to discuss. But going to school was a wise decision. If I hadn't gone to school, I wouldn't have met Aaron, never been introduced to Jordan, and never found my best friend ever in Bree.
You met Aaron in college?
Yeah, in algebra class.
So why is he homeless?
Why don't you ask him directly?
Oh, hi guys. How's it going?
We're just keeping it weird, man.
What he said.
Oh, okay. So, Aaron, are you really in school?
I am. Why do you want to know?
We were discussing dreams and fantasies, and then somehow we started talking about how we got here.
Oh, how fun. How fun. I'll tell you how I got here. You first need a bus pass.
And
Okay, don't listen to Jordan right now. He's still upset about my latest experiment.
And what did you do this time?
he set my backpack on fire.
Well, I emptied it first.
Why in the world did you... You know what? Never mind. I don't want to know.
Don't forget, it was one of his experiments that actually brought him into our lives.
And what experiment was that?
Well, I was living with my grandma in a small town in Eastern Oregon. Believe it or not, I was a straight A student. I even aced my SATs. Life was good until I started hearing voices. One day, they encouraged me to spray hairspray across an open flame.
It was a barbecue.
Yeah, at a fire station. I figured it was a controlled experiment that way. Besides, they were out of the station, so no worries, right?
Did you set the fire station on fire?
Well, not the building, but the grass was pretty scorched.
So, how did you end up here in Portland?
Well, the judge suggested I go to college instead of sitting in a jail cell. Portland was far enough away to make the judge happy. Grandma takes care of my tuition and makes sure that my scholarships don't expire. But it's up to me to pay for my room and board. Well, with a record for arson, finding a job to pay my rent, that's been hard.
Your grandma doesn't know you're living in a warehouse?
No, she'd worry. But one day I'm going to get my degree and get a real job and then take her to Bora Bora.
Wow. Jordan, are you in school too?
No, I haven't figured that out yet. I didn't get to finish high school.
Oh, that don't matter. One day you will figure it out. Brother Jordan has been too busy saving souls to worry about a GED. He even saved lives.
Jordan
He saved
saved your
mine. Yeah, I just moved to Portland and facing my first night being homeless, and I was really depressed. It was raining and I was soaking wet, hungry, and scared. I found this warehouse and went up to the top floor. I was standing literally at the edge of the rest of my life when this kind voice, a whisper really, says, "Don't jump. Your life is worth living. You're worthy of love." But at first I thought I had already died and that Jesus was talking to me, but no. Suddenly, all I could hear was this whisper again, "You are worthy of love." I turned and I saw this gorgeous man and took his hand, and well, here I am, life saved.
So that's how you and Jordan met?
Yeah, and what's really amazing is that since that moment when Jordan took my hand, it's been more peaceful in my mind.
All these stories, it's like we sat around a table.
As a family.
Yeah, family. I love you guys.
We love you too, kid.
Well, I wonder if the carolers have started the Christmas tree lighting. I'm gonna head down there. I'll see you all later.
Yeah, see you later. Oh, and be careful. Don't fall on the ice and quack your back.
Bye. Have fun. Enjoy the lights.
Star is almost out the door when Aaron suddenly jumps up and runs after her. He drags her gently back into the chapel.
Aaron, please. I want to go watch the Christmas tree lighting.
I almost forgot, I have something to give you.
From within inside his coat, Aaron brings out a package, wrapped in newspaper. He hands it to Star, who unwraps it. It's the scarf Aaron found in the trash a couple of months earlier. It's made of a white satiny fabric, and at the end of it is a large sequin duck. Without saying anything, Aaron takes it from her and gently drapes it around her neck.
Oh, Aaron, what a pretty scarf. That's so sweet of you, but gosh, I have nothing to give you in return.
That's okay, I wasn't expecting anything. Just please promise me that you will wear it.
I promise.
Scarf looks great. But if you want to catch the carolers, you better go. We'll see you later.
Yeah, later. Thanks again, Aaron. Bye, everyone.
Everyone turns and waves. Jordan and Aaron take a seat on the pew, and Aaron lays his head on Jordan's lap.
You weren't gone long.
No, it's too cold to be outside right now. Where's everyone else?
Didn't find something to eat.
And you're not hungry?
I am. I just wanted to sit here a while longer.
Jordan, I've really messed up my life, haven't I?
You're going to be fine. Didn't you tell me last week the shelter might have an apartment for you?
Yeah, that's true, but I want to go home.
You said a naughty word.
I'm sorry?
Don't listen to him. He's just upset because Santa Claus wouldn't let him sit on his lap.
Well, stupid Santa. All I wanted to do was ask for a home for Christmas.
Enough of the H word.
See, Star, the H word is a naughty word, but that is not what he wants for Christmas.
What does he want for Christmas?
To see his daddy.
Well, that ain't happening.
Why can't that happen?
His daddy tried to shoot him.
Hush.
With a gun, even.
For love of... Actually, my dad drove me to the park, but it was Agan that pointed the gun at my head and told me not to return home.
And your dad didn't stop him?
Nope. In fact, Agan was there because my dad asked him to be there. I guess it was better to discard me in a park like trash than to accept my being gay.
It's horrible. I am so sorry. Your dad couldn't have known about Agan, though, could he?
I don't have an answer for that. Let's go get something to eat.
The two men start to leave when Jordan notices Star has stayed behind and walked closer to the altar. He walks up to her and put his hand tenderly upon her shoulder.
What's wrong?
I was thinking, maybe you're right. I should go to the shelter and see if they can help me with my dad. You know, I think he'd like being a grandpa. And besides, what's wrong with me to think it's okay to bring a baby into this mess? What if she gets sick? Or what if I can't provide for her? Or what if...
I know you're afraid, but I just know in my heart that this baby will be fine.
But Jordan, I should never...
It's not about the past. It's about now. Only in this moment.
It wasn't that long ago when I was a younger man. I first walked these streets, scared and full of hunger. Sounds of singing led me here, this sanctuary from cold. Here I learned, despite my fate, my soul could not be sold. I chose to follow that man on the cross, and like the 12 that followed him, begging for my only basic needs. In that moment, I knew in my heart I may be homeless, but I wasn't lost. It's only in this moment, not yesterday's memory or tomorrow's dream, that you can love more deeply than you ever loved before. For the love of this moment is the love of your memories, and the love that is everyone's dream.
Tell you what, Aaron and I will go with you to the shelter and ask them about getting in touch with your father. You don't have to go alone.
Jordan, I don't think I've ever told you thank you for saving me from Jesse.
No thanks needed. You were the one who made the decision to follow us.
Jordan, you're the best friend I've ever had.
Okay, let's catch up with Aaron and grab some food.
I thought I heard her, I swear I heard her voice, yet she's not here. I wanted her to be
give up. Is that even a choice? If a God lives here, help me find her if you can. If there is really a God, I'm very angry at you. Why did you take my wife from me? Don't break my heart again. You've got to find her and bring her home. Don't break my heart again and bring her home to me. Don't break me.
In our grief, memories seem so clear. A voice, a smile, a touch that will hold on to sorrow, lest the memories leave us. How could not such a loss bear that much pain? May hearts deeply moved and only see, Yet when we let go of sorrow, our memories will be just as clear, and the pain that tore us asunder will no longer tear us apart.
I am so sorry that you're in so much pain.
I'm not sure I remember any other emotion. Have you seen this girl?
Oh, maybe. She looks familiar. She might be hanging around those kids that frequent our chapel. Is she related to you?
Yes, she's my daughter. We had a huge fight. Okay, it was one of several fights. And instead of listening to me, she goes and runs off with this asshole.
I should remind you that this is a place of God. Perhaps there's a better word than asshole?
His name is Jesse Longjohn.
Oh, sorry. Yes, I know him. He is an asshole. So is your daughter a runaway?
No, not technically. She's 18, but barely 18, and she's still my little girl. I should have done something, but I didn't. I didn't do anything. I just let her go. This is my fault. It's all my fault.
This man?
Jesse Longjohn.
Yes, Jesse. I'm sorry that your daughter got mixed up with him. He is not a good man. You should know that he's suspected of being a sex trafficker.
What? I knew he was bad news. I just couldn't get her to listen to me. I'm going to kill him.
Your main concern right now is to find her. Go down to the park. It's a few blocks from here. You might find the kids that she hangs with over there. And I'm sure that they will help you find her. And in the meantime, I will keep you in prayer.
Prayer? I don't think that works anymore, if it ever did. I only came in here because I thought I heard her voice.
Well, yet you are here. You did invoke God's name. Prayers do get heard.
Apparently not my prayers.
Well, perhaps you could be the answer to someone else's prayer.
I need to go.
If there's anything that I can do for you, please let me know.
Thank you. I will.
Star's father and Agar leave. Star enters. She walks over to the pew and sits. A contraction causes her to bend over. They are coming more frequently now. After a moment, she stands, holds onto the edge of a pew, and looks around at the chapel.
Where did they go? Is anybody here?
How did I get to this point? What was I thinking when I left home? Why did I trust a man I didn't know? Let alone make love to him. Was it so wrong to want love? Or to spend a day without grief, a day when all your dreams come true. Wasn't that the dream for me? Oh God, that was my daddy's dream. Oh, my lovely little star, I will do this, I will try. Don't be afraid, Mommy's here. I will always love you.
Is there someone there? Daddy?
I guess I am.
Jesse,
Where you been, babe?
go away.
I see you're still carrying our child.
A child you didn't want.
You're right. I'm a horrible man. Here I was trying to keep you from the shame of being an unwed mother. Your dad will realize what a tramp you really are when that baby comes out. Oh, and your poor, sweet mother is rolling in her grave at the shame of it all.
How can you say anything about my dead mother? You didn't even know her. And leave my dad alone. He's a good man. He would know better than to drink in a church. You're so lost, Jesse. You need to accept God into your life.
Don't give me that religion crap. Quit pretending that you and your dad are perfect little angels. Have you seen yourself lately?
Why are you here?
I want you back, babe.
I don't believe you.
Just come home. We can make lots of money and live a wonderful life together.
Make money together as one of your girls? You're crazy if you think I'd do that. I will never go back to you. Goodbye, Jesse.
Another contraction takes over, and Star bends over. Slowly bringing herself upright, Jesse tries to reach out to her, but then he draws back. He stands there looking helpless and sad. Then anger flashes.
Damn it, Star. Don't you know how much I love you? You're coming home with me right now.
That's not love, Jesse. That's control. And you no longer control me.
Well, stars, since you chose to screw me over, I'm going to make sure you pay for that. What kind of lady gets knocked up with a man she met on the street? You broke my heart and you don't even care. Such a heartless thing to do to me. If you tell your friends that you saw me here, I'll cut your throat. Do you understand? Do you really think a God can save you from me? You're just a whore in his eyes, aren't you? You ain't no saint, I'll see you in hell. And as for that baby you think is just yours, I'm its daddy, don't I have a say? And for your decision to kick me out of your life, if I can't have you, no one else will. Do you understand? Do you understand?
Jessie has put a knife under Star's chin, but she manages to push it away. She cries out with another contraction and sinks to the floor. Jessie, looking angry yet bewildered, drops the knife, takes one big swig from the bottle, and then begins to kick her in the back.
Stop! Jesse! Oh my God, make him stop!
Jessie stops. Star is sobbing and trying to get off the floor. Jessie stands over her with no expression, and then the sorrow of a defeated man crosses his face.
I did love you.
With that, Jessie walks away. Star slowly and in obvious pain pulls herself off the floor, gathers her coat around her, and leaves the chapel. The scarf that Aaron gave her falls to the floor and lays next to Jessie's knife.
Oh, the music. I hear such sweet music. What is this piece? Sympathy for Portland. What? Oh, no, sorry. A symphony for Portland. Wait, now they're singing. Oh, heavenly singing. Oh, happy day. Are those angels?
What Aaron sees is a heavenly choir of homeless people, dressed in white choir robes. They enter and take their places. Aaron, a bit unsure if they are real, pokes one of them. The angel smiles back at Aaron.
Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Here is the symphony of Portland in the city of Portland, the city I love.
Gloria in excelsis Deo.
That is not the same song.
Gloria in excelsis Deo.
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 Gloria in excelsis Deo. A baby is about to be born. About to be born. Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Angels singing, it's their favorite time of year. Shepherds heard them, Hosanna in excelsis Deo.
Hallelujah.
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 Angels singing, bringing hope to all who hear.
Gloria in excelsis Deo.
Deo. A star shines bright in the sky of Portland.
About to be born. About to be born.
about to be born. Yeah, you're about to be born. Yeah, you're about to, yeah. About to be born. Yeah, you're about to be born. Yeah, baby.
A light from the broken window shines down upon the knife. Aaron picks it up and is observing it curiously when Jesse staggers to him.
Put that knife down before you hurt yourself.
Oh God, that's Star's scarf. Where did you get that? Where's Star?
Don't know, don't care. By the way, this scarf makes a great knife cleaner.
It belongs to her. I gave it to her. She promised she would never lose it.
Jesse aggressively goes and stands in front of Aaron. Aaron steps back, but Jesse catches him with his hand on his shoulder and draws him in. He is inches from Aaron's face. The smell of alcohol permeates from his skin. Aaron recoils from the stench.
You know what? I begged that bitch to return to me, and she refused. Well, if anyone's feelings are hurt, they're mine. Whatever has happened to her, I don't care anymore. Fuck her and fuck you.
Jesse punches Aaron hard in the abdomen. Aaron falls to the floor, gasping. Scene 3. It's cold, very cold. Unaware of the situation at the chapel, Brianna and Sarah are in the park trying to start a fire in the trash can when Jordan approaches them.
Either of you seen Aaron or Star? Aaron and I are supposed to take her to the shelter this evening, but I can't find either one of them.
I saw Aaron about 40 minutes ago heading to the church. I haven't seen Star since this morning. She probably changed her mind about getting anywhere near that shelter.
I don't know. She was pretty definite about going last night. You want to help me look for them?
Absolutely. Why don't you go down by the river and Bree and I will walk over to the church. We'll meet back here in about 10 minutes. Wait, is that Aaron?
What's wrong? Are you hurt?
Jesse, and he has Star's scarf, and you have to do something now because I think he's hurt her, and he's got a knife, and I don't...
Okay, Aaron, slow down. Start over.
I was at the chapel.
Jordan, look up.
Can I help you?
Yeah, I'm wondering if any of you had seen this girl?
Why do you care if we have or not?
I'm her father. I've been looking for her for months.
About 9 months?
What? She's pregnant? That son of a bitch! Where is she? Is she okay? I need to find her.
She's not in the church. I was just there.
Aaron was just telling us about something that happened there. You should probably listen to this. Go ahead. Tell us what happened.
I went to the chapel and Jesse was there. He was cleaning his knife with the scarf I gave Star, the one she promised to always keep with her. So I asked him where Star is and he got mad at me and hit me. He's crazy drunk.
I'm not going to let Jesse hurt you again. Are you still in pain?
No, I'll be okay. I'm just upset.
Did you see my daughter? Was she there with him?
No, and we've got to find her. Jesse wouldn't tell me where she was. There's something really off about him right now.
Where's this church? I left a tiny chapel because I thought I heard her there.
That's probably the same place. Come with us. Sarah and I will take you there. Maybe she's hiding.
While you do that, Aaron and I will go and see if somehow she made it to the shelter. We'll meet back at the warehouse.
Got it.
Sarah, Brianna, and Star's father head towards the chapel. They are no sooner gone when Jesse shows up, holding another bottle in a paper sack.
You're wasting your time.
Jesse? Aaron, get behind me.
Hey, Jordan. How's your crybaby lover? Did you kiss his boo-boo and make it better?
Jordan steps closer to Jesse. Jesse steps back and almost falls. Unbeknownst to them all, Isaiah is close by observing the events before him. His attention is focused on Jesse.
He's fine. Where's Star?
You think I know? Oh, wait, I get it. Your boyfriend couldn't keep his mouth shut. Maybe I should come over there and beat the crap out of him.
You aren't going to get to Aaron without getting through me first. Tell me, where's Star?
That slut, she can go to hell.
Don't talk about her like that. She's the nicest girl I know. You hurt her. You had her scarf.
Whoa there. So much excitement over a stupid little tramp.
But she is not a tramp.
Well, she sure ain't the Virgin Mary now, is she? All we did was have a little talk back there. Your girlfriend here is a bit of a drama queen, isn't she?
Are you using her scarf to clean your knife?
Doesn't mean I used the knife. I didn't stab her. I'm not that stupid. Besides, she hated that scarf. That's why she dropped it.
Liar.
Where is she, Jesse?
I don't know.
I'm going to find a cop, and then I'm coming back for you.
I'm not scared of you or them. Besides, it's over between us. She made that very clear.
Tell me where she is!
Jesse attempts to take another swig from the bottle, but finds it empty. He drops the bottle to the floor. Grasping his head in his hands, he squats down.
My head is killing me. Maybe I shouldn't mix tar and whiskey. Stupid girl, she loved that baby more than she loved me. She wouldn't believe that I loved her. Wow, I really don't feel well.
Jesse has collapsed onto the ground. Jordan watches as Isaiah walks by them and over to where Jesse lays. He squats down to check for a pulse. Jordan is visibly shook at seeing him.
Dad?
Isaiah stands up and looks at his son. Jordan grabs Aaron's hand and hurries past Isaiah.
Let's go, Aaron.
But what about...
I'll explain later. We've got to go to the warehouse and look for Star.
Sadness and uncertainty crosses Isaiah's face while he takes out his cell phone and pushes 911. Scene 4. Jordan and Aaron are almost to the warehouse when Jordan suddenly stops to catch his breath.
What are you stopping for? We have to find Star.
I know, but with Jesse hurting you, I know this is not the right time, but it is the right moment, and I promise I will make up for this later.
What are you trying to say?
Will you marry me?
Oh my God. Yes. Yes.
Okay. Whew, let's go find Star.
Hey, didn't you forget something?
Jordan runs back and kisses Aaron quick and hard, then runs off stage. Aaron stands still for a moment, does a quick happy dance, and then runs after him. Isaiah is right behind them when suddenly and unexpectedly he bumps into Agan.
Hey, detective. Funny to see you here.
Not funny at all. I have a score to settle with you.
Oh, you believe the rumors? You know I wasn't a bad cop.
Right. And I'm Santa Claus. Listen, the only reason why I don't shoot you right now is because I am a good cop. And I'm really sick of the bad ones.
You try and hurt me, and I will tell everyone how you nearly shot your son in the head and left him to fend for himself when he was still a minor.
I have no fear of the truth. And I've already gone down on my knees and begged for forgiveness. Now get on your knees, Agan, and put your hands behind your head.
You crazy bastard. Put that gun away. You shoot me, you lose everything.
And for a brief moment, Isaiah stands there pointing the gun towards Agan's head. The temptation must have been strong as his hands start to shake. But he does the right thing, taking out some handcuffs and securing Agan to a park bench. Right now, only in this moment have I ever been more convinced that I have nothing more to lose and everything to gain. However, for you, I'll let the PD know where to find you. And if you ever get near my son or any other young person again in this entire world, well, put it this way, you won't want to see me again. Scene 5. We find ourselves in an abandoned warehouse, not far from the park by the river. There, in front of an old stained cubicle wall that is adorned with a strand of unlit Christmas lights, lays Star. She has found a blue painter's tarp and has covered herself with it. Next to her lays a baby, wrapped up in a coat.
afraid. Granddaddy's here. Close your eyes and be at peace. Close your eyes and be at peace.
Oh, sweetie, are you okay? I'm so sorry, so terribly sorry. I thought I'd never see you again. Please, please forgive me. I love you so much.
Okay, Daddy. I love you too. I'm fine. Is the baby okay?
He's fine, and he's beautiful just like you.
Brianna and Sarah helped Star to her feet, wrapping the tarp around her. They draped Jordan's coat over her shoulders. Her father, still with the baby in his arms, stands next to Star as she leans into him. Sarah, Brianna, Jordan, and Aaron join them. Isaiah continues to get near Jordan. He stands now just feet from him. The men stare at each other.
You doing okay, Star?
I'm all right considering everything. I have all these emotions. I'm still feeling scared. I'm happy, but I want to cry.
Welcome to being a mom.
I think you've forgotten something.
And what's that?
I'm a swan, I can swim. Hurtful words can't hold me down. I'll shake the hate from my wings and I'll fly.
I'll fly. I will spread my wings and fly where words can't hurt me or bring me down. Oh, I'm a swan, I can swim. Hurtful words can't hold me down. I'll shake the hate from my wings and I'll fly. I will spread my wings and fly where words can't hurt me and keep me down. Can't keep me down. I can fly. I'll fly.
Well, we've come to the end of this story. Star and her father are reunited. A baby has been safely born. Aaron receives the love he's longed for, and for Jordan, one final event is yet to occur. Jordan throws himself into his father's waiting arms.
Down,